What's up, YouTube? From R2 here. I want to thank everybody for all the donations and all. Thanks to all y'all's help. We only had to spend $80 to get this back going, and that's including the metal I put around it and safety features I added to it. I got one more leak to fix, and then I'll do another pressure test, and it should be ready to go. And I sure do appreciate all that. We still got $168 in the account, and we'll put that towards the camera, just like you said. And I sure, it worked out real good, so sure do appreciate that. At any rate, right here, I want to show everybody this in real time. And in fact, I found some, well, I've looked into this, and this is called Tholen is the name of the compound that we're finding here. When we put two plates and electricity together, it's an electrical relationship between electricity and gas that produces Tholen, and that's what we see, and that's an organic material, and what you're going to see, we'll show you. But at any rate, these are two regular steel plates. It's not stainless steel. These are just regular iron plates. This is materials that are found readily in the earth. This is well water, right straight out of the ground, unfiltered well water. It's actually a measure cleaner than drinking water that you buy at the store. I've had it checked myself. So, but at any rate, no big deal there. Yep, I'm gonna put this one together and put it in the thing and apply current to it right here in real time. And they're going to take it back out and take it apart and show you just how much material is coming out of this, while we're actually none is being taken from this metal. I'm just going to put this together. I got some other video here we're going to watch and listen to while we're doing this. Because it don't take but about 5 minutes. A good solid 5 minutes. 12-volt current. I had to check it again. I think it's around 8 amps, 6 to 8 amps, somewhere in there. Here, they put wires on. This wire on there. Anything looks so good, I'm gonna drop it in there, plug it in. Pour water in it. And again, I'm not gonna take it up to the wires. It's just the metal plates all that's in there. Got this set. It says at 0. I'll get up and see the voltage rise. Ready for the stopwatch. And it's going to start immediately. Start seeing bubbles, whatnot. But you also see it's already clouding immediately. And just as soon as it starts. And again, this, iron's in all the ground dirt. This red tide algae shows up in all our lakes, fresh water, salt water, doesn't matter if it shows up in the ocean. And they tell you too, it's a depletion of oxygen is what's killing the fish, and this algae depletes the oxygen, and of course this algae is made by high doses of electricity. This is what causes algae. This is why, when you see that red tide, there's an excess of electricity passing through the water. And again, if you look at it, and look into it, our balloon test we're going to keep doing, the electricity is remaining, it tends to want to accumulate in the gas, and that's what we're seeing when it reverts back to water again, the electricity. As the molecules come back together, Anyway, that's the key. This is the key to the whole thing. It's not whether this thing will operate an automobile. It's the whole key to life itself. It's amazing. At any rate, while this is running here, we'll throw something in the corner and you watch and listen to this.
Bugs living in liquid methane may sound unbelievable. But scientists have discovered that Enceladus, Europa, and Titan are all covered with a substance called tholin. Tholin contains the chemical building blocks for life to begin. So, could life emerge on any or all of these moons? We can't get our hands on the tholin from the moons, so Chris McKay makes it in the lab. He zaps a mixture of gases found on Titan with electricity. What he gets is a reddish-brown mud.
So this is what we make, tholin, this sort of non-biological organic material. It's produced by chemical energy put into simple molecules like methane and nitrogen, and here we got it. And that's the material we see on Titan. We see evidence for something like this on Enceladus. We see it on the surface of many of the moons in the outer solar system. This is nature's recipe for making the stuff that life eventually emerges from.
Wow. I mean, not only is there life somewhere, there's life everywhere in our solar system. But when you look at these planets, they're heated from the inside out. There's a sweet spot in that water or between those ice caps on every single moon, planet, everything in our solar system. And the fact that what we see derives from hydrogen doesn't, it also comes from any other gases with this electrical contact. And the gases that it doesn't happen with are the inerts, and of course that's the reason why they call them that. They don't have any effect with electricity. At any rate, you can see there's been 3 minutes and 50 seconds. And it's already grown quite a bit out of it. And you'll see when I take it apart that for the amount of matter that's inside that drum, there's not that much corrosion on the metal itself. We'll take a look here. I got one here that we did earlier. It settles to the bottom quite a bit. And this is an old one from a while back. It's amazing how that's organic, and it resembles, urine and feces, biological. Doesn't matter whether it's human, animal, or whatever. That's a byproduct of electrolysis, fuel cell. That's what you and I are. This is how it starts. This is what we're being shown. And it is truly amazing and profound. That's the whole. I put this whole fuel cell away for over a year because I knew it wasn't about the money. That's the first thing people hit you about, money, and you know how rich you be. But the fact is, it's totally impractical. I mean, it'll work, but you'll have to put. It's just going to add to the problem. We should have went with electric vehicles, and we still need to go to electric vehicles now. The combustion engine is totally obsolete. There's no need to try to save that. That's out of the question. There was never no need for it, other than to make somebody rich. And we all sat back in the 30s. In fact, there were more, there were more electric cars on the road in the early 20s than there were gasoline-powered vehicles. So by the mid-30s, that was totally changed around, and the trend never went any other direction from that point forward. We all know what happened in the early 30s. That's when our whole generation was taken over. Been under control ever since. Complete control. At any rate, that's been 6 or so minutes. Let's take it off here and see what it looks like and show you these plates. As you can see, that's quite a bit of material inside the solution there. Get some towels. Let's see, the outside's not corroded whatsoever. Leave it in there quite a while, you know, the inside will get corroded. I mean, the corrosion does happen. In fact, that's what's happening. I mean, but it's definitely. Well, I mean, you heard them say it. This is the process for life. And I learned this by myself before I ever even saw all of it. I brought the hair stood up back of my neck, make the chills stand up. This is what it was showing me. You know, we shouldn't even be concerned with this fossil fuel technology. One point or another, you just got to stop and go back. You just got to stop and go back and start at a different point. And I mean, we don't have to take all our technology back. We just learn how to revert from one to the other. It's not going to be all that hard. As you see, you know, there's nothing off. There's nothing missing here. Yeah, a little bit of corrosion right across where the water meets at the top. But other than that, there's the whistle, and you look at the materials and the solution there. You see all that in the down flare down in it. And it'll settle down to the bottom, you know, like this we got here. That was 10 minutes. And that's what it ends up being after it all settles out. So there you go, folks. Life in a few minutes. Peace and love. Heads up.
They started to see now that the sunspot, which some of them are like 14 times the size of the Earth, okay, are huge vortices going towards the middle. And when they talk about material being spit out of the sunspot, you guys know what material that is? Water. Large amount of water comes out of sunspots on the sun, right beside the fire.
Is that their conclusion?
No, that's measurements. Pardon me?
Is that their conclusion?
That's their measurements of the material that's coming out, mostly water. Well, steam, you know, H2O. Yeah, it's spectroscopy. But then, you know, so then I was thinking about that. I'm like, huh.